Hello friends, it's Perez Hilton, joined by this ray of sunshine. She's gonna help me out, give you guys the very latest happening this week. I just don't wanna let her go. She just gave me a kiss. She just gave me a kiss back, oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? She totally gave me a kiss. Anywho, in case you missed it, I got into a big old Twitter beef with Kathy Griffin over something that was, I think, shocking or confusing to me. Once again, Kathy Griffin overreacting, in my opinion. And you know what? It's just mine. You could totally disagree with me. She does. Let me explain to you what happened, okay? So I tweeted about Snoop Dogg's new album cover. And in Snoop Dogg's new album cover, he features this body bag with a toe tag of Trump. So my tweet was, Snoop Dogg wants some of that Kathy Griffin publicity, because I clearly saw similarities between what Snoop Dogg did and what Kathy Griffin did, holding Donald Trump's severed head. Well, Kathy Griffin did not respond well to that. She responded by saying, Perez, I think it's time you take back your BS Ellen apology. My memory is long, you piece of shit. Stand down. You're out of your league on this one. Exactly what she said. That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that response. And then I responded to Kathy by saying, what did I say? I responded back to Kathy. For a comedian, Kathy Griffin can't take a joke. Maybe it wasn't a funny joke. It was more of an observation that I saw. But I thank Kathy. Thank you, Kathy Griffin. I love the attention. Boo. As do you, boo. As do you. Kathy Griffin is starved for attention, even though she's had a ton this year. She's been through a lot, as I mentioned in a tweet, and people were upset about it. I don't care. I don't care if my tweet upset you. I don't think my tweet was hurtful. My tweet was just to give context. Kathy Griffin has been through a lot. Her sister died. Her career's in crisis. She's at war with her neighbor. I could have easily called her a piece of shit back or worse, but I didn't. I just said, thanks for the publicity or the attention or whatever the hell I said. So anyways, enough about Kathy Griffin. An update on Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. They are most definitely, she's like hypnotized by herself. Look at that. ¿Quién es esa niña linda? ¿Quién es esa niña linda? Justin and Selena are most definitely back together. They were spotted recently riding bikes around town in Los Angeles. And Selena went to Justin's hockey game, left wearing his jersey. And shockingly, it seems like my podcast co-host Chris Booker was right. And his theory of Selena's near-death experience with her kidneys may have been responsible for Justin having this come to Jesus moment and realizing that Selena is the love of his life and he wanted to get back together with her, and he did. Speaking of Selena Gomez, her ex, The Weeknd, has already moved on. He was spotted at a club in Toronto grinding up on some girl. In more couples news, Demi Lovato and Ryan Phillippe are... Yep. According to reports, Demi had a party at her house recently. Ryan was one of the guests, and he stayed after everybody else left. And he was seen doing the walk and drive of shame, leaving Demi's house early the next morning. And this isn't the first time that Ryan Phillippe and Demi Lovato have been linked together. They had been linked several years past. Good for you, Demi. Just be careful, because he's got a reputation. Google it. In other relationship news, Shawn Mendes has got himself a new lady love. According to reports, Shawn Mendes and Hailey Baldwin are now an item. The pair were also celebrating Halloween together, were spotted at a romantic dinner date, and have been spending time for quite some time now. On to some music news. This is surprising to me. Is Jay-Z over? According to reports, Jay-Z's new tour is not selling well. In fact, tickets are currently in the second market and going real cheap. You can get a ticket to Jay-Z's 444 tour for just $6. I mean, I'm not that huge of a Jay-Z fan. I would see Beyonce in concert. I would see Jay-Z with her, but I really wouldn't go see him by himself. And he doesn't have a big co-headliner this time. But I thought Jay-Z was bigger than this. I'm surprised. Like, why are we over Jay-Z? Are you over Jay-Z? I don't think she was ever into him. In other news, Taylor Swift has a message to all you haters out there. And you know what? This surprised me. According to the Associated Press, Taylor Swift's record label has said that she has sold already over 400,000 albums in pre-orders. And the shocking thing is that the pre-orders for this new album, Reputation, are double the pre-orders of her last album, 1989. That caught me off guard. Seems like Taylor's on her way to another million-plus week. I've got a lot to get to today because I took some days off because of Disneyland and then catching up. I was really surprised to see this also. And also speaking of Taylor Swift, you know, if Taylor Swift, I think, has co-hosted the CMA Awards in the past. There was this controversy this week over the media not being allowed to ask musicians at the CMA Awards anything regarding what happened in Las Vegas or politics. They were explicitly told not to. And Brad Paisley, who is co-hosting the CMAs, took to Twitter to express his disappointment in that. And then after enough artists complained, boof, they changed it. So I was really happy to see that. Not so happy to read about Andy Dick. Oh. Andy Dick is not well, you guys. Andy Dick is still being Andy Dick, threatening to grope a female interviewer and also revealing that he has had suicidal thoughts recently. And a lot of them, sending good vibes his way. Also, a positive update on Tyrese and all of his drama. In case you missed it, he had quite the viral video earlier this week in tears over not being able to see his daughter. Well, the authorities are not going to be pursuing charges of him assaulting his daughter or abuse. And that's a positive thing. So the child abuse investigation is over. In more legal news, actor Lou Diamond Phillips was arrested under suspicion of DUI, and he was so drunk, he pulled over and asked the police for directions. Crazy. Speaking of dumb drunk drivers, Fetty Wap was arrested for drunk driving and drag racing in New York. Dumb. Some updates on all the Kevin Spacey awfulness. In case you missed it, Netflix has officially fired Kevin Spacey from House of Cards, but that's not the end of his dramas. Scotland Yard is investigating into sexual assault against Kevin Spacey, men coming forward alleging that. Also, another teenager has come forward actually more than one, two teenagers, a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old at the time, have alleged impropriety against Kevin Spacey. And if you missed it, he is currently seeking evaluation and treatment. Also, even more women have come forward alleging rape against Harvey Weinstein, and the NYPD is investigating and may arrest him soon. Some fallout for Brett Ratner, if you missed all of that drama. Many women, including actresses Olivia Munn and Natasha Henstridge, have alleged that Brett Ratner was abusive and disgusting towards them. Olivia Munn specifically mentioning how Brett Ratner masturbated in front of her. Well, he has parted ways with Warner Brothers that gave his production company a big money deal. And also, he was supposed to be doing a movie about Hugh Hefner. Well, Playboy says that is no longer happening. Sending some positive vibes to Prince Jackson. Michael Jackson's son had to be rushed to the emergency room after crashing his motorcycle. Scary stuff. You guys, please don't ride motorcycles. Some good news for Farrah Abraham. She's not been fired from Teen Mom. Yay! She is still on board. And I want to end things with really positive news today. Lady Gaga and her agent boyfriend are engaged. And Alec Baldwin and his wife Hilaria are expecting their 4th child together. Now we're going to go and play. Bye! Bye! Thank you for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, hit share, leave a comment, and if you're not following me yet, follow me. Bye!